charge of all the primary English and handwriting content on site. So I'm a Twinkl product owner.
So it's that you were talking about, Becky, having that increasing speed and having it easier for them.
So within each of our letter packs for the lowercase letters, so we've got them for 2 styles. So it's either continuous cursive, which is like a fully cursive script with lead-ins and loops, or we've got just cursive, which just doesn't have the joined descenders. So within every pack, we've got steps, as I said, so it's like a pick and mix approach. So every step 4 and step 5 lesson in every lesson pack are designed for Key Stage 2. So the step 4 of every pack is about joining letters and made specifically for year 3 and 4 if they're on track with the handwriting progress. And so it concentrates on the diagonal and horizontal joins, as you discussed from the national curriculum. And then the step 5 is about increasing fluency, style and speed. So it is more for year 5 and 6 about writing at speed, doing filling in forms. They do a lot of like practice of like pretending to write out a passport application or a job application or things like that. So it's more about applying their handwriting skill and writing a more legible way and more fluently.
Yeah. And as a teacher, I really like that it's called steps rather than kind of year 3 or year 4.
Yeah, no, so that's the whole reason we've done it. So even in the Key Stage 2 packs, you can actually track right back. We've got all the key, like the step 1 and step 2 resources, but they've all got Key Stage 2 illustrations and are all branded for Key Stage 2 children. So if you have got somebody or a group in your class and you want to track back right to doing like basic letter formation, you can track back and they're not going to perceive it as babyish what they're doing, because it's actually, it is designed for them. So that's why all the steps are in all the packs for people who want to track back and forwards.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Lovely. So yeah, you've already explained about the difference between cursive.
Okay.
That I struggled with when I was teaching. It's like, I'm not sure what the difference is, but I like the look of this one, so I'm going with that one.
So usually I think now it'd be a whole school choice. A lot of like schools are taking Twinkl Handwriting on as a whole school scheme because we cater for lessons right from EYFS right up to year 6. So usually it'd be a choice of what you want, which style you want to do throughout school. So cursive, as I said, is the one that we actually call Twinkl Unlooped. If you want to download the handwriting font, I can put the link into the Facebook chat for that. So, and then continuous cursive, as I said, is the one with the lead-ins and the loops, that's fully cursive with the loop descenders, and that is called Twinkl Looped if you want to download the handwriting font. So both are available as a free font download as well if you're a Twinkl customer, so that you can download those and you can create your own worksheets if you want to in Word, or you can do your display writing, your signs around the classrooms, your tray labels or whatever, so that constantly children actually can see the script that they're expected to be used to write.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. So what is Twinkl Handwriting? So what does it contain? And how can it
right, okay, so for Key Stage 2, we have got 26 lowercase packs. So again, we've got them all in continuous cursive, or we've got them in cursive. So I don't know, do you want to go inside a pack now, or we're going to just talk about what's in it?
We've got a few slides. We've got this one that's showing that it's a full handwriting scheme.
So yeah, so within each handwriting pack, and we'll have a look in a little bit more depth later, you've got what's called a handwriting help card, which is all the planning basically for the sessions that you need for each step. Every help card comes with a fine motor skills and a gross motor skills warm-up activity as well, that's usually animated on the PowerPoint that's within the pack. And then obviously the lesson presentation, the PowerPoint takes you through every step. It's got animated GIFs of all the handwriting joins, so there's no more having to write shakily on the whiteboard or whatever. It's all there, it's all animated for you, and it actually shows the children how to form the letters with the right orientation and the right sizing, so then they can then copy it on the related worksheets if you're using it that way. So within each pack, you've also got guidance posters about how to sit, how to place your paper, if you're right-handed, you're left-handed. And also we've got in there related worksheets for every step. So there's always an extension task to do to apply the skills that they've been taught.
Yeah, I think the packs are actually quite big, aren't they? There's a lot
Yeah.
in each pack. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot in each pack. I think what people are tending to do now, and we'll come to them later, if you actually download the steps to progression maps for the key stage or the year group that you're in, they actually hyperlink to each pack. And I know a lot of people are just preparing like a few weeks in advance, down using the hyperlinks to download everything that they'll need for the coming weeks, and then perhaps putting it on a shared drive within school so that it's there to access really easily when you need it. Yeah, so that's a lot of people now are actually using that method, so you don't actually have to prepare for the lesson like 10 minutes before in your dinner hour or whatever. So it's just a little bit easier.
Definitely. Yeah, so there's obviously like all.
Yes, so we just go through a few of the slides. So obviously, in addition to the scheme, we've got all the capital letter formation packs now for Key Stage 2 to do capital letter formation with all the same presentations and worksheets and planning in there. We've got lots of handwriting activity booklets. We're currently adding a lot to the Key Stage 2 ones. If you do want to track back, we've got them linked to every phonics stage, and we've got them for different topics for Key Stage 1. But we've also got things like growth mindset handwriting booklets, were lovely for like a morning starter activity.
We've got using these just like in the morning as the children come in, they just come in and
we've got a lot of things that link to statutory spellings as well for Key Stage 2, so you can actually download those to practice those in the handwriting style that you've got. So, and again, we're actually, that's our plan for development for this term, is to try and add to the Key Stage 2 topic related booklets. So we're going to try and get things on there that are related to topics you might be covering, so that children can actually do some handwriting practice linked to the topic that they're covering. So they should be out soon, hopefully.
Brilliant. Great. And you've already talked about the steps to progression.
Yeah, so these are super useful. So you download that, it's got planning for 12 weeks for each term of the year. It hyperlinks straight away to the planning that you need, to the packs that you need to download. As I say, save them on a shared drive so you've got them. Just one little thing would be that if you have saved packs in the past in the same way and you've got them on a shared drive, a lot of them have now been updated. So you might want to just go back at the beginning of a new term or whatever and just download them again, just in case they've been changed in any way. But then also at the end of every unit, you've got an assess and review section, so you can download some assessment materials of everything that you've covered that half term. You've also got links to seasonal things in there as well. So yeah, there are the assessment materials. So we've got assess and review packs for year 3, 4, year 5, 6 for every letter family. So you can actually see where the children are making progression and actually put in the skills in that you've been teaching during the lessons. It's like a 6-week block of teaching, and then the 7th week should be for the assess and review. But we've also got links in those progression maps as well that take you to more like fun seasonal things. For like the week before Christmas, you've got like the Christmas booklet. You can do some practice, and Easter, things like that, just for a little bit of break from the norm.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. So then, can we go through what's actually inside a lesson pack? Because I think when
do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, if you have a go at sharing yours, so I'll stop sharing mine. I just know that when I was a teacher and I was looking at handwriting, just at handwriting schemes, I didn't actually realise how much was inside just kind of one pack. You've got so much to choose from depending on the kind of levels of the children in your class and where they are.
So what I've done is I've just downloaded a pack at random. So this is just the continuous cursive. So it's the loop pack for the letter M. So within every pack, there will always be the same contents. So you'll have the lesson presentation, which I'll come to in a moment. You'll always have the guidance posters in every pack. So these ones like tell you how to grip your writing tool, how to position your paper, how to look ready to write and sit in the right position on your chair and your desk. And then there's also a letter formation poster for each letter family in there. So obviously you won't need to download or print those off every time. They're just there if you need them. And then for every step within the handwriting help card, which is just down here, you have got an activity sheet that links to it. And then you should also, for steps 1 to 3, have a large aligned alt and also a continuous cursive. I must have downloaded the cursive pack here actually. So you've also got two alternative versions if you want a slightly different version of the same sheet. I think the most exciting part and the thing that the children tend to love more than anything when I've shared these in schools are the PowerPoints. I think I should be able to just get one up on my screen. So if I go from here.
I love PowerPoints as a teacher. They're so easy.
So it completely alleviates you having to actually do the handwriting on the board and the sizing and the oranges.
See what's happening, like your hand isn't getting in the way.
Yeah. So I apologise. This might be a little slow, and that's to do with my internet connection at home. But every lesson starts with, if you want to do them, a gross motor warm-up that's designed to increase flexibility and stability in your shoulders and your arms, and then also a description of how to do, just click through these, a description of how to do a fine motor warm-up as well, this one being spider walks, where the children crawl their hand across the desk to try and increase dexterity in the fingers. I'll just come back out of that and try and show you a couple of good examples of where their animations are. So everything in steps 1 and 2 are actually shown in Twinkl Font. We actually teach the basic letter formation without any of the loops and lead-ins, and then from step 3 onwards it should show you the either cursive or continuous cursive letter.
And all of those steps are in the same PowerPoint, aren't they?
Yeah, all steps are in the same PowerPoint. So you literally just start. It's actually got an index at the beginning of step. So you just choose a step that you want to start from, and it takes you to that slide. Let's just go for this. So if I do from current slide. So everyone, you just press the play button and you should get your little guiding pencil that shows you how to form the letters correctly on the handwriting guidelines, which match what are on our activity sheets. You can stop it, you can pause it, you can rewind it, you can slow it down if you want to do that. This one's showing you how to join an M to what we call an anti-clockwise letter, where you're coming back on yourself with the A. So it's a slightly more sophisticated skill than some of the other letter formation, the letter patterns they've been doing so far in the pack. So all these letters, the formations then will also link to the same letter formations that they're doing on the worksheets. So it's up to you. You could maybe show them all the presentation to start with, and then have them go off and do the tasks, or you could have it so that you've got it ongoing while the lesson's happening. You've got the children working on the worksheet at the same time.
Yeah, I really like that it just loops around. You don't have to run up back to the board and
no, it keeps looping until you tell it not to, basically. So we just give it a pause to come out of there. I'm not sure in this M pack, just trying to scroll through a lot of the just press to let the slide come up. A lot of the step 5 tasks, as I said, are for year 5 and 6, where we're talking to look about fluency and style and speed and using your writing for an actual purpose. So I'm not sure that this is one of them, but quite a few of them feature audio clips as well, or video clips that the children have to get information from and then write it down in a cursive style. So this one's about filling in a contact sheet where you're copying down email addresses, just like something different, something to just apply the skill of like.
Well, it's answering that question, isn't it? Why do I need to?
Yeah, exactly. Because if you write something down and you can't read it, you're no longer going to be able to email somebody that's given you the email address. So yeah, it's about applying your skills and showing children that there's still a purpose for having an email, for having a handwriting style. Sorry. So I'll come out of that. So that's everything really that's it within the packs. You get a very similar collection of resources within every capital letter pack as well. They all follow quite a similar theme. I find that children like that. They know what to expect, what's coming next, but all the activities have like a fun, engaging edge to them as well, especially for the older year groups.
Yeah, and I really like that you've got the gross motor skills and the fine motor skills, because they're really good as like a movement break in between lessons.
Yeah, and not always for the gross motor skills. Sometimes you maybe just have to have a little look whether you've got your space in the classroom to do that one particular exercise. It might be something that you'd have to go into the hall to do some of the bigger movements, or do in the outside in the corridor or playground maybe, before you come to get them ready to come in to start the handwriting learning. So yeah, it really is a comprehensive scheme, and I've got a lot of people who really love using it, a lot of schools on board that have shown really, really good progress. I've got a lot of handwriting samples from children who have gone from having really illegible handwriting within a few months, making a massive difference. So yeah, we have a lot of good feedback about it. I'll stop. Shall I stop sharing again?
Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to show us or to share with us?
Am I still sharing now? I shall go to if I go back to the landing page, if it will
Can you
let me.
show us how to get to the main, from the main Twinkl page?
I was just going to say, shall I show you how to do that? Because it's not always easy. So for Key Stage 2 handwriting, you go to the top, to the mega menu up here, and there's two ways you could do it. If I can get it back up. Sorry, I'll go again. You could either go through English to handwriting, and then there's a link straight through to the handwriting scheme, or if you scroll across here, the schemes of work, and you just go to handwriting scheme of work, and it will take you straight to the new landing page that we've got that's a lot more organised. So there's a toggle at the top, so you can either select Key Stage 1 packs, or obviously we'll probably have taken majority of people on the live are wanting Key Stage 2 packs. You've got the free product guide there that takes you through everything that's in the package. And then also, if you want to have a little look at some of the materials, you've got the free Key Stage 2 taster pack that's just been updated as well. That's got an example of one of the presentations, a help card, a lot of the activity sheets, and an activity booklet. Just trying to think what I haven't mentioned. So if you do want to just take a lesson as a one-off without using those step to progression maps that we've mentioned, everything's organised into cursive and continuous cursive by letter family. It tells you which letter families are in each one, just on the landing page there above the buttons. We've got the handwriting practice booklets that I say, a lot of those link to spelling practice, phonics practice, topics, got all the capital letter formation. We've also got a whole school progression document that's for the whole school if you're an English leader, that tracks through every pack and which objectives are being covered in which year group for each step. We've got lots and lots of different display materials and certificates. I'll just go into this one and show you a few things. So we've got like freezers that go across the top of your wall if you want to have those on display. So you've always got the letters there in the chosen style. We've got desktop mats, so again, if you want those on your desktop or inside literacy books. And then also, I know a lot of children love getting these. We've got the pen licenses, so we've got the little like sort of credit card sized cards, or we've got certificates. So once you feel that they're a certain level and fluency and you want to progress into them using a handwriting pen for each handwriting session, you can award them with the pen license. I know I've had a lot of happy children walking around with a handwriting pen and a pen license in the past. Trying to think of one more thing that could be revolutionary. I know it's very simple, but we have a lot of people thanking us for this one. These it's just the handwriting highlighted paper.
Amazing.
It's not really anything that you won't have already thought of, but it just saves you having to get a highlighter pen out every start of every handwriting lesson or English lesson if you've got a child that does struggle with sizing and orientation of letters. So it just
well as well.
Yeah, it just shows you it's not going to be an automatic download. It's just different colours. I find these are really useful if you've got children that have got dyslexia within your class as well, who prefer to have a certain colour background. And it just basically shows you where you need to put the majority of your letter in between the bottom line and the baseline there. So it makes a real difference to children sizing the letters and the consistency of the handwriting.
It really does, and it's so funny, isn't it? You wouldn't think that just having that coloured strip would make much difference, but
it does work, and it does save you hours of work having to get the highlighter pen out on a line guide. So yeah, you can just download straight from there.
Brilliant. I think I saw something recently. There was handwriting crosswords.
Yeah, we have got a handwriting crossword. It should be.
I saw those and I thought that was just a brilliant idea.
I'll search for it because I'm not quite sure which it would have gone in without me having to have a route around. So it was just a way of trying to get older children especially to apply the handwriting skills in a cursive style. So they have to actually solve the clues and write them in cursive style on the handwriting lines, but then also forming the same words with capital letters into the small like grids like you would if you were completing a crossword. So yeah, it was just a different application task that's a really good like an assessment task as well, or a baseline if you want to see where children are at when you've got them. So yeah, it was actually a customer request that came through that somebody said, would we do a handwriting crossword? And they're also, I'll just show you quickly one of those. These are another favourite at the moment.
Just send them in.
Yeah. So yeah, growth mindset booklets. So these are just lovely. Just a lot of growth mindset stuff in there. A lot of writing down how fantastic they are at handwriting, and sort of just lots of different handwriting patterns. Just a really nice end of day, start of the day.
Yeah, positive affirmations.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. So I think we'll see if there's any questions. We'll give maybe 1 or 2 minutes for anyone to write any questions, and they should pop up on the side of our screen for us to answer. It's usually where it goes really quiet. It's like in assembly, isn't it? When you ask if anyone's got any questions, none of the hands go up.
If you do have any handwriting requests, though, definitely do get in touch. Just go through Twinkl Cares on the website, and everything does get sent personally to me. So if it's something that a lot of people ask for that I think will be popular and useful, then it will get made. So yeah, please do, because I get a lot of good ideas from teachers who have just got an idea of something that would be useful to them, that we do make the majority of things that get asked for.
So I don't think we've got any questions at the moment, but if anybody's watching this that isn't live, then please just comment on the video and one of us will be able to get back to you, or somebody in the group will get back to you.
On the Facebook stream as well, I'll in the comments I'll link to the handwriting font, because a lot of people don't actually know that that's available for download. So if you're just logged in as a Twinkl customer, that's free, as I said, and you can download it in each style. You just need to download the user guide with that, because there's just a little bit of trickery that you need to do if you're using it in Microsoft Word, just to get the loops and lead-ins on correctly. And then, as I say, you can use it for all your worksheets, all your display materials.
Yeah, and I know a lot of teachers create their own like spelling lists, don't they, to send in, so that would be really handy. That's great. Thanks so much for spending the time to talk us through it. It was lovely to see just like the whole array of everything.
No worries.
In the Twinkl Handwriting.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Handwriting patterns, just a really nice end of day, start of the day.